Welcome back to another episode of We Posted Up the Podcast. I am Demine,
AKA
D-Money,
AKA
Looking Low Lover,
AKA
Mr. 2 for 20,
AKA
If She Bleeding, I'm Beating,
AKA
Young Gerald Levert,
AKA
Gray Hair Bandit.
AKA.
That's it, Los.
Damn, Gray Hair Bandit.
Yeah, man, people keep talking about all this damn gray hair I got in my fucking head, man.
You know what, D? This is the first time, honestly, that I've ever seen you got a little bit of peach fuzz up here, man.
That's it.
You never had hair.
I'm becoming a man.
Damn, it's about time.
I'm becoming a man. I'm Young Gerald Levert, man. My shit gonna be great.
And the gray hair don't never come in, right? It come in fucked up places.
Yeah, whenever they want to come in.
Yep, any and everywhere. My shit been coming in right here for some reason. Motherfuckers gonna come in right there out of air anywhere.
Right.
And to my left,
That dude in there,
AKA,
Mr. Miyagi,
AKA,
C Shorty,
AKA,
Big Lilos,
AKA,
Big Flexo,
AKA,
regular old Lilos,
AKA,
Big Breast Bandit.
AKA,
That one Nilo Los on IG, y'all fuck with me.
Season 2, man. Season 2.
Full of guests.
Yeah, Season 2 is full of guests.
Guessed up.
We guessed up again.
We got family. Long time family in the building.
Long time, man.
And to my right,
Hey, I'm LJ.
AKA, go ahead, Los.
AKA,
Big Luther.
AKA,
Rook.
AKA.
That's it.
and what's with the Big Luther, man? You talking about Vandross?
Damn right.
So you ain't with the little Luther,
No,
huh?
I don't do no, man.
Oh, so you do whole sequence fast.
Right,
no,
man.
Double sequence.
Hey, why everybody against Lil Luther, man?
He lost that
Still
voice,
Luther,
man. He just
Still
lost that
Luther,
voice,
Luther.
man. I don't know what happened to him, dog. He couldn't hear. He just like man, what's up with this dude?
Once he
man?
got that curl off, he
Yeah, it
lost
was
his
awkward.
power.
It was awkward. I think he tried to catch a younger audience when he did it, man. He was like, nah.
Nah, get that curl back.
Right.
Oh, man, he had that curl power, huh? Like Easy
Samson.
when Easy I mean, rest in peace to him when he, when his curl left,
When he went to
that's
the
when
straight backs?
his curl left, that's when he got sick, Hey, I'm just saying, bro.
And when he went to the
Something
straight
about them
backs,
curls, man.
he went to the straight backs and got sick, man.
Yeah.
Damn, that's fucked up, dog.
I mean, my granny used to be nice, but she used to have her curl when Lil Baby.
Hold up, man.
I'm saying when Lil Baby used to have a curl, man, she used to be nice. Then when that curl went away,
Hold up,
she
man.
got mean.
I'm thinking you saying nice like you was gonna hop down on your grandma. That's what I'm thinking you saying nice. Like,
Nah,
Hey,
man.
back then, I don't think none of our grandmas look good.
No,
Now, the
no.
grandmas nowadays,
Yeah.
so they
Yeah.
look good.
they the same age as us,
Yeah.
shit.
Right.
Hey, we just said that, D too. Great, same age as them.
What you got, Los?
Yeah, so I was listening to the Breakfast Club about a week ago or something, and they had an interesting question that I heard. And they were asking if you could, if you okay with the woman you in a relationship speaking with her exes on a regular basis, like on a day-to-day, every other day type basis. And I'm just curious to know how you feel about that. Would you be okay with? I mean, yeah. You can. I mean, because it's a difference if the kids are involved. Because you almost have to if they under a certain age.
But not a day to day. Not even if they're a certain age, man. You ain't gotta speak on a day to day. I guess I'm not that insecure, so I guess it really wouldn't bother me.
But does it have to be insecure though? If you got an issue.
I think. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just gonna say if you got because I feel like you can have an issue with it just because. Typically, you thinking, what man got that much, to talk about with my woman? If he ain't seeing her on a daily basis, why he got so much to talk about?
You know how I am about upfront shit, and I told you this before. You let that shit air out on the first date, and then at that point, it's up to you if you can handle it or not. If they tell you upfront, it can be date 3. Let's say within the first 5 dates, they tell you, hey, me and my ex talk on a daily, all the time. Hey, at this point, you have to figure out if you okay with it. Now, if you find out later, now I feel like it's some backhanded shit. Because you weren't upfront with me about it, and why weren't you upfront? You sneaking around for a reason. Now I feel like it's some backhanded shit. But if I know upfront, now I know what I can deal with and what I can't deal with.
But see, the thing I got with that is, like I said then, you could say that, but not, like you could tell a girl, well, this is who I talk to or whatever the case may be. Or they can tell you that, or they can tell you vice versa. But you don't know the extent until it actually starts happening. So you could think, maybe it's something that you think you could deal with, but then once it starts happening, like, damn, she's sniggling and giggling with this nigga every day. She don't even do that with me.
Your jokes ain't funny. What you think?
Well, it's a few scenarios today. This is what I think. And I can only speak in experience. Most of the time, when I hook up with a woman, she don't really talk to the ex that much no more. Cause like, I'm occupying her time. So if she like you just said, if she steady communicate with this person, then your jokes must not be funny. You know, like it's something that you're not doing to catch this woman's attention for her to keep wanting to talk to the ex. Like I said, I can only speak in experience, man. I've never seen nothing like that. Now I heard them talk about their ex, but not only, even if you got kids, they'll only call if something's going on, like with the kid at school or something like that, you know. But most of the time in our generation, man, shit, we don't even like our exes. so you having a frequent conversation about it, he's still fucking her. I'm being honest. So that's just my opinion on that.
What's yours, Loki?
I mean,
You ain't okay with it?
mine is, I am okay with it because, like you said, I personally feel like it might be an insecurity, and I've never been a jealous or insecure dude to an extent. You know, I think everybody, you know, insecure, you know, got a little insecurity in them. Every
Of course,
man, female,
yeah.
or whatever the case may be. But I don't think I've ever been like that about it because I got exes that I talk to. Of course, I got kids, you know, so smaller kids at that, not real small, but you know, my youngest 6, so I got a young kid that I still have to somewhat communicate with my exes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not too mad about it, but at the same time, you can't be fucking with no dude funnier than me. I'm pissed off about that. You know, I'm supposed to be the perfect man. You out here fucking with a dude
Hey, he's serious.
that's funnier than me?
He's serious as a
He's
motherfucker right
serious
now.
about that.
Because I'm getting pissed off right now just thinking about it.
It's gonna be okay, man.
You should have told me about this beforehand.
Yeah.
What if you like Chris Rock funny?
Hey,
You gotta respect it at that point, don't you?
you got a point, man. Damn,
Right.
if he funny like that, shit, I mean, ain't too many people that's that funny, so
Yeah, you just gotta respect it at that point.
damn, hold on, but if he that funny, is it my obligation to start talking to him too? Because I want to let him
take
too.
some pointers.
Yeah, I wanna let
Right.
him
We
too.
all need to go out.
Don't keep them to yourself, baby. Share.
All
Right.
right,
Relationship.
let's go ahead and get into it.
Oh, y'all ready to get into these daddy issues?
Daddy issues. For men or for women?
Hey, that's the deep one right there.
First of all, that's a good question, by the way. But not to just throw your question to the side. Why is it always called daddy issues? Like mamas don't give out issues too.
Man.
Yeah.
They act like their mamas don't though.
My mamas give out issues.
So it's always called daddy issues, no matter what.
Mm-hmm.
But to your question, Los, what was it? I forgot it. That's what important.
Is it men or women? Daddy issues.
Well, Los, I'm gonna let the panel answer that question for you. It's all men in this room right now. So. You want to speak from a female's perspective on daddy issues?
I mean, you the resident, you know, person that used to be a female. You would.
No.
So I
I've
can't
always
speak
stood
on that.
up
You
to
probably
people.
can.
I've always stood up to pee, Los. Even when I couldn't reach the toilet, I stood up to pee. Just pee on the floor. I still pee on the floor. Shit trickles. It's alright. Life happens.
Ain't that bad, man, that we get old and we can't. Is it sad? Is it bad for me to get jealous of my son pissing now? I see him pissing. He pissed all the way across the goddamn room, and I can't do it for nothing.
My
Just
son
be
piss-
strong, man.
My son piss at will. I'm like, hey, I gotta wait for a minute till it come down.
Gotta wait till it come down,
Right.
man. Gotta do a little dance and shit.
Right.
Shimmy it all down.
Right.
Man, I guess that's the joy.
And then when it come, that motherfucker come. You gotta
Oh
go.
my God.
You gotta go right now. Shit.
That's the joy of getting old, man.
Man. Man.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
But these daddy issues, man, it's a serious thing, man. I mean, we gotta start holding our parents accountable for how today's society is, to be honest.
Well, who raised you?
It was a village full of women raising me. My mom, my aunt, my big cousins, they were always around me. And when I, seeing them do what they did, it showed me what type of woman I wanted to deal with and what they deal with, being single parents. And, my uncles was always around, but not having a daddy in the household, like I said, it kind of trickles down to how relationships and families are now. Like, we don't know how to do it,
Right.
And even though back in the day, old school daddies had 2-3 different families, he still was around with all the kids.
Right.
He found some type of way to take care of all his kids.
Yeah, Grandpa had kids on the same block.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
Two different families on the same block. What you got?
my granddaddy was, taking care of all of us, and we wasn't, none of us was his.
Mm-hmm.
None of us was his real grandkids, so and he was still taking care of us and, taking care of, his real, actual grandkids and kids as well. Shout out to Andy. Rest in peace, man.
Daddy is what daddy does.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't necessarily have to be your blood for you to be daddy. And that kid will definitely grow up to respect you as daddy.
Well, like he just said, you respect him as your grandfather, right?
Yeah.
Or you always seen him as.
Yeah, granddaddy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you think that? You think the only way that really had an effect on you as far as being raised by a lot of women, as far as relationship wise?
Well, one thing I can kind of say that I can see, my dad was good with his hands. You see what I'm saying? And it's a lot of us out here like me that's not really good with their hands. Like, we had to go to trade school to get that. A lot of guys we grew up with learned from their dads and uncles on how to fix cars and fix houses to where they didn't need no schooling. Or if they did go to school, they'd breeze through it because they had already grew up doing it. So me, I was more of an immigrant into fixing stuff instead of being a native. Kind of like how the kids are with technology nowadays. They grew up in it.
Yeah.
We kind of learned it.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's why they get on our phone and there we go, it's fixed, daddy.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff with me fixing, I had to go and look at it or stuff like that. Like the other day I was talking to a buddy of mine that's a mechanic. He was talking about a timing chain. He was like, I'm gonna do a little trick my daddy showed me. I'm like, huh? I was like, oh, okay. It might be something that even the class could even show you. So just that aspect in the household, man, of being a man is where us as men is missing out on. And then as far as like to me as the women, if you never grew up with a dad in the household, how would you know what to expect from a man?
That's true. They all think they can raise boys by themselves.
Yeah. No. Some type of father figure has to be around.
Has to be around, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's because a lot of a lot of black women been doing it for so long.
Mm-hmm.
So they feel like it's instilled in them that they born with it because they've been doing it for so long,
Mm-hmm.
so many years, so many of them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but see, back in the day, I mean, my mother wasn't that nurturing, so it was a lot of tough love in my house. I got punished for stuff that I didn't do. I got in trouble for stuff that I didn't do. There wasn't a lot of coddling, like now it is with a lot of these parents. Now they coddle these boys, and they just let them have their way. They just throw money at them and just do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, that's true.
I had to get up and actually do something if I wanted something, and that's just growing up with a mother in the household. I had to work for it. Man, you don't know how much monthly Converse cost $25 when we was kids.
Yeah.
You know how much work I did for a fucking $25? I'm still mad about that shit.
Man.
For a pair of Chucks? Man, I had to go through hell just for 25 funky little dollars.
Can y'all imagine asking our parents back in the day for a fucking PlayStation that cost $500?
And they act like it ain't shit.
Ain't nothing.
Like it
Yeah.
Can
ain't
you
shit.
imagine that?
Fuck
Man,
no.
my mama will flip this damn podcast table.
My
$500 at his job.
Oh, you crazy? Oh my God,
My
man.
6-year-old just asked me for a PlayStation probably 3 weeks ago.
Like it was nothing.
Yeah, like it was nothing.
And you thinking about doing
Yeah,
it?
that's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually am. You right.
See what I'm saying?
But I was probably raised like my mom and my grandma, maybe my mama more so than my grandma. My mama raised us to, she had an accident or whatever in '94 or whatever, and then my grandma raised us after that. But my mama was different. Like she kind of coddled us a little bit because, like, everybody that watch the podcast know my story or whatever. But people that ain't, saying it, my biological dad never really been in my life until I got older. I'm talking about almost probably 30. But, I had a stepdad who I actually claim as my dad. He been in my life, but in and out. But like I said, he was in and out. So really my mom, the one who really raised us. He was in and out. So we got, little shit from him or whatever that we probably learned from him. But my mama, she pretty much coddled us. She, gave us whatever we wanted. So I can't say that she was like your mama.
Yeah, my mom was always tougher on me than she was my sister, which I didn't get it at that moment, growing up in the 80s and early 90s, but as I got older, I understood it.
Mm-hmm.
Now my grandma, she was different. She was hardcore. She was like you said, $25. I mean, like I said, I told y'all before, shit, I'm talking about in high school. She wasn't getting us no more than $40 or $50 shit to go to get school shoes. And you weren't getting nothing but Reeboks and Chucks with that.
That's all I
You
wanted.
had to go to Gus. That's the only place you can get some shoes for that cheap.
Yeah,
I was cool with it. That's all I wore.
His shit was always $5-6 cheaper.
Right.
and he'd give you a deal.
Yep. That little midget back there with the
Jimmy.
damn yeah. What size do you need?
Yeah. You sounded just like him. You sounded just like that too. But yeah, my grandma, she was a lot tougher, and like you said with the games and shit, we had to be honest, we had to go up the street to,
To the
my
arcade.
partner house to play games because we ain't had no fucking game.
And remember when we did have games, we had to finish that motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
These kids don't complete them at all, man.
Or we had to keep playing that same fucking game over and over and over.
So you get real good at it.
Mastering that motherfucker.
Yeah, because you couldn't get extra games. I remember when she finally got us a Nintendo, like it was everybody in the fucking house. My aunt was staying there, we was staying, it was a house full of people. So it was the house Nintendo, so everybody was playing.
Yeah.
We ain't have nothing but shit, Mario and Duck Hunt. Duck Hunt came on that.
Right.
So that was the only thing you can get.
Yeah.
And now you said something earlier about working with your hands and everything, but you also said something about a community raising you. And it was the same thing where I grew up at. But oddly enough, the crackheads taught me how to change tires. My uncles did too. But a lot of the crackheads used to show me how to change tires. They showed me how to motherfucking.
You laughing, look.
But he laughed because it's
Check
true.
this out, dog. They went and locked up all the fucking drug dealers that was helping our families out and left the crackheads to fucking raise us in the
That's
community.
crazy.
Think about that.
Yeah.
That's fucked up.
That's crazy.
All the crackheads taught us how to do shit. It was a crackhead that showed me how to really, really shoot the basketball. Like when he showed me how and what to aim for in the basketball, I'm like, I didn't ever think about that when I played basketball.
Yeah.
After that, I was hitting shots at night. Like the shit, then when I played in the daytime, it was nothing. I became the king of the fucking basketball court over there.
Hey, that's crazy.
A fucking crackhead showed me how to do it. Rob Bass.
I hadn't thought about that either.
What a name, Rob Bass.
Yeah, Rob Bass called Wolfman.
Rob Bass for a bass head. That's a hell of a name.
Yep. So,
Shit, it's true, Los. They taught you how to they can change fucking brake pads like it ain't shit. And you remember them old tire irons, the ones you put in the front with the bumper? Yeah. That's how I learned how to change the tire on one of them. Got my hand stuck in one of them motherfuckers one time as it came down on it.
man, that's crazy, man, how we grew up, man. Like I said, these kids would never understand how we grew up, man. And that's why I said times have changed, man. The modern day kid ain't like how we were, man. They're a little bit softer than what we were. I hate to say it.
But I think that comes with the parenting because, like I said before, man, I know I overparent because There was no father around, so I try to make up. I try to be wherever I can for all three of mine. One has a game, the other one has a game. Got to try to bust my, break my neck just to get to where I got to be, so I can be where they need me to be.
You know, that's a good point you brought up over parenting. I would even say I over husband. Trying to be overprotective.
Yeah.
Trying to keep her from shit. And she just wanted to have her independence. I had to learn that as I got older. You gotta let a woman be free, man. You let her be free, man, she'll come back. It's like a stray cat. You let a cat go run off, that cat go be at your doorstep when you come back.
Yeah.
Like, let me in. You know what I'm saying? That cat ain't going nowhere. And I learned that growing up. Like, you gotta let a woman be free. You cannot be on their back hounding them like that, trying to protect them.
Well, I feel a little bit different from what you're saying, D, and I feel like it ain't. I definitely feel like it's a parenting too, but it sounds like you feel like that has a lot to do with it, but I feel like it's a society too, because it's laws too. Like you can't use, like you say, parenting. A lot of the shit that I remember my grandma coming and kicking my ass at school. Ooh. You can't do nothing even close to that now.
Y'all remember getting your ass whooped by the teachers and stuff?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I remember when I first got to Bayless, not when I first got to, probably when I first got over to the across the street.
Middle school.
The principal had a paddle.
Yeah.
So, and I definitely remember in grade school getting my ass kicked by teachers. So it ain't just parenting, it's society too.
Remember the students used to
It's funny y'all say that, man. It's crazy, man. We go back 25 plus years, man. We go all the way back, man.
Shit.
Man. I came to Bayless in 4th grade, man, and y'all was always in a different building than I was until we got all in junior high with each other. That's when it was just nothing but love. And it wasn't not only just, like you said, the kids kicking your ass. Y'all used to be on us.
Yeah.
Like, hey man, you need to chill out, dude. We ain't got that no more.
We used to fucking child off.
Yeah, like we couldn't get away with shit. Y'all were like, hey man, what you doing? Like they don't do that no more. You don't have the upperclassmen getting on the lower classes. You don't have that no more.
Nah, they took all that hazing and shit out of school.
Oh my god, they took all that shit.
Yeah, that's why I say it's society too. It's not just a parent.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm sure we've all got beaten pretty good, man. I'm sure of it.
Yeah.
And you got to get to the phone. You got to get to that motherfucker.
Yeah, but when you get to the phone, I mean, what are you gonna do? Kill a kid now? They got cell phones themselves now. So like you said, we had to get to the phone. We had to use to get all the way to the kitchen because we only had the kitchen phone. That one was hanging up on the wall. So you had to get to the so you could only get to the kitchen. Now they got cell phones in their back pockets and shit like that.
Turn it off.
So that's the difference too, though.
Man,
Turn the motherfuckers off.
Man, them old school phones, man, you used to be able to hang up on a motherfucker real good. Remember that?
Yeah.
Fuck you!
Yeah.
I feel good, man. You can't do that now, man. Try hanging up with a motherfucker real good on that.
It's still soft and shit.
Right.
Yeah, you ain't pressing on. You don't want to fuck the phone.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta talk shit before you do it. I'm tired of shit, bitch. Yeah, hang up. Hang up on the ass. You ain't gotta talk shit on the old phones. You just slam that motherfucker.
Yeah, I ain't gonna cap. I ain't hang up that much because shit, like I said,
Sneak
we only
on the
had
phone,
one.
right?
I was sneaking on the phone at nighttime, so I wasn't supposed to be on the phone anyway. So you couldn't yell. Shit, you had to whisper, "Fuck you, bitch." Hang up like that. You couldn't be loud.
Hang the phone up softly. Hell no, man.
Yeah, these kids don't understand about being on the phone at night. Got your slow jams playing in the back.
Yeah,
And your mama picking up the
man.
phone on the other end.
Hey, hang up the phone. I gotta get on the phone.
Right. You just have to keep clicking over to make sure nobody gonna pick up the phone.
Oh man.
You sure did.
Yeah, I forgot all about that, dude.
And you have that music playing in the background. You got your little voice going. Hold on. As soon as you click over, you know nobody run on that bitch.
Hey, my granny show used to be on there. Once we finally got a phone upstairs, hey, you had to show keep clicking over to make sure she didn't pick up downstairs. Cause if she picked up and you was on that motherfucker, oh, she letting you out. She going out. cursing your ass out.
I
don't know shit
remember.
about that party line. Go ahead.
I remember when I became a teenager, man. I was working. My mom was like, you know what? You got to get your own phone line. I said, oh really? Man, I got my own phone line downstairs, man. Hey, my uncle hooked that shit up, man. It was over with, man.
You had that phone that ring and bright that
Man,
light up with the ring.
man.
That was
And all the little
luxury,
colors in it. Oh
Yeah.
my god, man.
That was luxury. They get your own goddamn phone and shit.
Till you got that bill.
That mother was like $98. I was like, you know what? I can't afford this.
I keep doing what mom's telling me to get on.
Right.
My first phone was shit that goddamn AT&T flip phone. That was my first phone that I had. That was mine. And you know, shit, you wasn't talking until about 9 anyway. Then, 'cause,
Right.
hell, that's when
It
it was
was
free.
free.
That's
It
when
was
it was
seven.
free.
It was 7.
No, it became
Yeah,
7.
it became 7,
Yeah.
but it started out it was 9.
They even pushed it back to 6.
When I first got my phone, it was 7. Free nights and weekends.
Who was you with, Sprint?
I was with Southwest and Bell.
Oh, Sprint. That's 9 o'clock. Sprint is 9 o'clock.
That's
9 o'clock.
Ain't even Southwestern Bell. You
That's
guys
not
ask your motherfucker what Southwestern Bell is.
Right.
Oh, fuck that is? Right. It was Southwest and Bell. Los used to use it every morning. I think he used to ask me to use it. So who the fuck up at 6:30? Somebody asked me to use my phone every fucking
the guy
morning.
I was talking to didn't have to be at school early. I used to get picked up first.
She in the corner on my phone.
I was the first one on the bus.
Damn, right?
So shit, I had to get my little mic on.
I was like, this motherfucker checking to see if my phone on.
I had to make sure, hey, and if them cats at school trying to holler at you, better let them know you got to do it.
I had that motherfucking big Zach Morris phone. I used to keep it in my book bag. Like, damn, they pulled this motherfucker out. That motherfucker heavy as a motherfucker.
Yeah.
Battery didn't last for shit.
Man.
Man, these kids just don't
And you know
know.
what I thought about? We used to eat. It's kind of nasty, man, if you think about it. We used to use each other earphones and shit, man, earplugs and shit. Motherfucker, wax all on the motherfucker, you still sticking it in your goddamn ear.
People just drink out each other 40 ounces, man. I mean,
Not a problem.
yeah, it's,
Wasn't no COVID either.
yeah, shit. They didn't give a
Man,
fuck,
we used to do
man.
some nasty shit. Drink out the water hole right behind each
We
other.
used to tumble in the back on them dirty ass matches and shit.
About knowing somebody but fuck
Yeah, man. Pissy ass matches.
Still on them and shit.
Yeah, man, back on her hands on this. Like, get your ass off that nasty ass mattress.
The mattress been sitting in the
Right.
alley for months.
Rained on and
Still,
shit.
we got like 9 mattresses. It's piled
Stacked up on top of each other, boy.
Man, they don't know nothing about none of that, man.
Nah, I don't do nothing about none of that shit.
Hey, we was damn man, that's crazy.
I know somebody
what?
been
That's how
raped
far we
on
went
my
back, man.
I know somebody been raped. on
Nobody
motherfuckers, man.
got sick from that shit either. Nothing like that. I mean,
hell no.
that's crazy. Now, how come shit? There's so much shit that go on now.
These kids don't eat
Disease
off the
and all
floor.
that.
These kids don't eat off the floor.
The immune systems for these kids is jacked up, man.
You
It's
don't
gotta be that. It's gotta be that.
It's just like the food is not natural and like it was back in the day, man. You know, like, I mean, we pretty much all ate the same shit, to be honest, man.
Yeah.
Like, nothing was no different. But the food was more real back then, man. This shit's processed, man.
Cause
And then parents cooked all the time.
There you go. They cook.
Like Lo said, he had a house full of people. It wasn't none but me and my sister. And did you have a house full of people?
No, just me and my mom, but her and her boyfriend could cook. So if she didn't cook, he'd cook something. So it was always something to eat there.
Right. And there wasn't nobody going out and buy food all the fucking time. Especially, shit, you had your whole family under one
Yeah,
roof.
that's what I was just gonna say. As far as like going out eating, I could honestly only probably remember us going out to eat on Easter. That was probably the only day that we went out to eat. Other than that, we like a mama or my grandma, they cook. We ain't going to Applebee's on a Wednesday or Tuesday.
Right, like regular old
Yeah,
random day.
like we do that shit now. Then it was cooked every day.
Yep. I was just telling my girl about this the other day. I said, you giving him too much McDonald's. And she's like, that's all he like. I'm like, no, that used to be a treat for us back in the day.
Yeah.
Like I knew Saturday I would go get some McDonald's.
Yeah.
You know, if
You
I had to
excited
go
about it
school.
too.
Right. You know, so she was like, well, that's what he like. I'm like, but he's not gonna grow. We gotta get some for real food up in him. You know?
Hey, you know what's bad, man? You just said we looked forward to getting McDonald's.
We did, man.
How bad is that, man?
And Chinese
Compared
food, one
to
together,
you,
man.
Shawty, oh my God.
Compared to
And some
wow,
White
man.
Castles, like if my mama went out late that night, I
Oh,
know get some
yeah,
White
you
Castles.
gonna have
I
in the
know
morning.
get some White
You
Castles,
gonna have in the
dog.
morning, dog.
She had that glazed donut in that refrigerator. Oh my God, man.
He just had a flashback on
Man, look.
He finna go check his mom's fridge.
Damn right.
You know, that just shows, man, we came from nothing, bro.
Mm-hmm.
When we were excited to get McDonald's once a week,
Shit.
even that,
If that.
if that,
It might have been
That's
Chinese
crazy,
that week.
that's
Yeah.
crazy.
It was always some Chinese food, man. That's
Yeah.
why I remember
And
getting
then as I got older, man, if I got some emos, that's what emos were. Shit, my mom almost got her taxes. You know what I'm saying? I got some straight emos over there. Pizza to myself?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
We didn't get emos until my boy got a job there. We just used to go get it for that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, we might get emos like that.
Shit, when I used to go to my aunt's house, man, you know, she was a part of the village too to help raise me. Her and my cousin Lisa and my cousin Anthony, they were sister and brothers. They like 10 years older than me. So they were like my big brothers. So and sister. So when I used to go over there, I used to have all the good shit over there. Microwaves, remember that? We didn't have microwaves back then.
We ain't had no microwave now.
Shit, they had microwave and microwave popcorn. They had all the good shit over there, man. So I used to love going over there, and I used to eat pizza every weekend over there.
You know what is crazy? It was always one person, like my cousin up the street. He was the one person when the other game systems came out. That's what we had to go play the game. We wasn't gonna get no Super Nintendo. So it was always one person who got that game system or had something like you said, food that you knew that you was looking forward to going over their crib.
Yeah.
You knew you was good.
Hell yeah. Yeah, man, that's why I said, man, there's a lot of shit changed, man. Like you said, man, we got parents giving these kids crab legs and shit on Tuesdays and steak dinners and shit. You like, fuck this kid and did to get this shit.
Oh, he got an F on his report card.
Right.
Right. Just celebrating.
Right.
It was a zero.
I'm like, oh man.
I mean, I'm the same way. I can't cap. That's me. I don't know. You know, I'm like that. You know.
I mean,
I try to correct it. I try to correct it a lot, but it's just like it's kind of. I feel guilty because I feel like what I try and do is try and teach them or show them a little bit more than what I had.
that's the daddy issues that we growing up with.
Yeah.
You know, that we trying to provide to our kids.
Don't
what
have
we
to
didn't
worry
have.
about it.
Like D was saying, you know, he over parenting, and that's what I was doing. You know, my son got spoiled in his own way, but still, I want him to be giving him all that shit now, all that good ass food. I'm finna go like that. Like I'm the one out here working and doing all this shit. You get some shit, but you know, me and mama finna eat this today.
Right.
What morning? You know, you get something at the end of the week.
But it's something that I've started breaking myself on once I got cognizant of me doing it a lot. You know, I've kind of peeled back on it a little bit more. You know, realizing that that's something that I do and that's something I gotta start more so teaching them. You gotta earn something because and I think that's a big difference from us. And these modern kids, they don't realize what they
feel entitled.
You ain't got, they feel entitled. They don't feel like they gotta earn anything.
Mm-hmm.
And it's our job more now than ever to start teaching them to earn shit.
Right.
You gotta earn this. You don't just get this.
And then another thing that I want to teach my kids, man, open your mouth. Don't send me no text asking me for shit. When I'm sitting in the next fucking room, you need to walk your ass over here and talk. I'm gonna start sending their ass applications when they ask me for something.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's everybody though. Like a lot of people didn't got.
Well, the communication skills are terrible, man.
Yeah, it's very terrible.
So they have to learn how to talk to people.
People like nowadays, people you don't even know. I mean, we all fall victim. We don't even remember numbers.
No, I don't know nobody number, not even mine.
Like when you used to.
Yeah.
Like before cell phones and shit, even when the first cell phones and shit, you still knew motherfuckers' numbers because you couldn't store them in the goddamn phone.
No, you used to write it down on a piece of paper or some girl would write it down on your hand.
I probably remember
Try not to wash your
4
nasty
numbers.
hands.
I probably remember 4 numbers. You know, the people who I talk to on a consistent basis. So where there's some shit going on, I know one of their numbers. You know, like
Ain't no
you said,
payphones around,
right?
either.
You know, that's another thing. You know, as far as being like having father figures around. Like my uncle used to be like, go talk to her nephew. Go talk to her. He'd push me over and talk to her. You know, I saw myself doing my son like that. Like, go talk to her, man. Stop all this being shy, man.
Yeah.
Like we used to have to go out and get numbers back in the day. We used to have to carry paper and pen with us to get numbers at the skating rinks or the mall or whatever.
Yeah, we
you
did.
know, now it's like you will see the girl, then you know her from Facebook or something, then you go and DM her when you get home. Like, why you didn't say that? She's right there.
Yeah. Somebody in the crew had to have a pen or somebody had to have some paper.
Yeah.
And this is how it's gonna go down.
Well, a lot of times nobody really had paper. We just wrote it on whatever, like you said, right on our hand or something like that all the damn time.
Mm-hmm.
But somebody one or two people had to have pens.
Yeah.
Then go piss and then wash your little nasty hands because you gotta remember fucking Cheryl number that's on this motherfucker.
Cheryl. Damn, that's old. That's kind of old school name. That's Cheryl.
Had you remember fucking
I think the text messaging
Your baby's
is
number
like
and
an
shit.
easy way to let a person down. It's like they don't feel rejected. It's like, you know, if you notice somebody would text you and ask you for some money versus calling you.
Yeah.
Because it'll make them feel bad. You know, it's like, I don't want to call, let me text. You know, you'd be like, nah, I can't do it right now. You know, that'd make them feel a little bit better because they didn't really get to hear your voice type shit.
just call the ass. Be like, how much you need? Still can't do it. So, do you feel like the daddy issues that we all, daddy issues that we just talked about, you think that's something that should be discussed like in the mental health realm?
Yeah,
Or do you think it's just something that we just deal with?
And like I said, man, I can only speak off experience, man. Mental health is hereditary. It's like nothing you can develop, you know. Like my family, on my dad's side, they definitely have mental health issues, which kind of, you know, roll down to me to where sometimes I feel myself thinking about shit too much. You know, I have anxiety and shit. Like I don't like being late to shit, you know. So that anxiety rubs off on like, you know, your girlfriend or whoever else to where they're like, we need to calm down. You know, I'm like, oh, we gotta get there. And, you know, we extra early, but I feel like we late type shit.
Feel better, right?
Yeah.
Right. But, you know, the mental health, man, has been going on in our black household for years, man, because everybody in here knows somebody's house we went to and they crazy uncle or cousin was in the back room.
Yeah, and that's what we call them. They crazy uncle.
Yeah. And, you know,
They go crazy Mike.
Right.
Y'all had a crazy Mike.
Right. And we just kept that person around to get their check.
Yeah.
You know, so we all know somebody. It's been going on in the household for years, man, and people don't even want to talk about it. God, these crazy motherfuckers out here, man. You know, they got mental health issues.
How do you deal with it though?
I exercise.
How should we deal with it though?
I would say do something that you like doing. Do something that you like doing. Like I exercise, and that was something I like doing. Do you remember? I had got so ripped, man, at one point in time, man, to where that's why I put all my focus and energy in, man. That's how I dealt with my mental health. You know, this right here I do every now and then. You know, a lot of black people, they resort to this, you know, and to deal with it. And then you find yourself doing it every day. You'll find yourself going to parties and shit and get-togethers just to drink. You don't want to go because of the party. You want to go to drink.
Yeah, nobody likes drinking alone.
Right.
That makes you an alcoholic.
Right. So, you know, you'll find if you notice, you'll see a lot of people go out every freaking day of the week. I'll be like, don't you hoes get tired of going out? Like, damn. They only going out to deal with whatever they dealing with, man. They like to drink. That's what it is.
Well, you can be an alcoholic D, whether you drink alone or not.
That's the
You can be
definition of a true alcoholic.
But
anybody drink by themselves.
But the problem is, like you said, they resort to that. You know, some people resort to drugs. You know, that's how you become an addict.
Yeah,
It's an escape.
Yeah, it's an escape. Yeah, I don't want to touch on the drug thing, but you know that's another reason why a lot of us get into this shit because we're dealing with something and that helps us get over it.
Yeah.
You know.
I think we definitely, as black men, have to do a better job of finding ways to finding a reason to try and seek help for that. Because a lot of us feel embarrassed to go and do it or whatever the case may be. I ain't gonna say never, but when the situation happened with my mom, we got counseling after that, and that was at 13, 14 or whatever.
That's a good thing, man.
That helped me now not be afraid. I mean, not be feel egotistic to go seek counseling because I know how much it helped me then.
Oh yeah.
And it's something that a lot of black men, because we struggle with not wanting to go and see somebody about it or talk to nobody about it, and it end up going down those bad paths, like having anxiety issues and shit like that. When it's easy just to go and, I mean, it's easier said than done, but it's a lot more simpler to just try and seek help, or at least find a person that you can confide in and talk about it. But you have to talk about it and get it out. It's hard to keep that shit bottled up. That's when you're gonna explode. So it's just something that the issues that we just have to find a way to try and figure out.
I had got divorced, man, back in like 2016, man, and that fucked me up, man, because I wanted to have a 2-parent household. That's what I wanted, and it seemed like I wanted this shit more than a lot of the women I was encountering. And when she went out and did her own thing, I had to go to counseling for that shit because it fucked me up. And it fucked me up seeing how my son was. But a lot of people don't go and do that. Motherfuckers go and just get another dude or another woman to get over it, but you ain't doing nothing but putting a Band-Aid on that shit.
Yeah.
You need to go and fix yourself up. Get your shit together before you get out here and start dating another motherfucker again.
Because you just bring it back.
Because you ain't doing nothing but bringing baggage with you. Like people be taking sex demons and shit with them to the next person. You can't fuck this person like you fuck the next person. You can't do that. You might not be able to have sex like you had, with this next person. People take this shit from person to person. And, it's a lot of people that's not realizing that, man. You got to take some time out for yourself. Go see some counseling. Exercise.
Would you say that counseling helped you a lot?
Hell yeah, man, because I thought I was crazy. I thought different types of shit was going on with me, man. And when he told me what was going on with me, and then I started talking to my mom about this shit. She said, oh yeah, I've been dealing with anxiety all my life. I'm like, what? Why you didn't tell me this? Then she started telling me my dad has a bad thing of depression. All this shit is hereditary, which came into me. So that explained why I was the way I was. So now after you get your counseling, now here comes the big part. You need some medicine to balance that shit out. So it's like, do you want to do that or not? Or you do other ways. So I decided to take the medicine that he was talking about and exercise. And man, I felt, that was the best I ever felt in my life, man.
Yeah.
Leaving her and finding myself and getting this shit out of my man, I never felt so. It actually helped me with the woman I'm with now.
Yeah, I battle.
Yeah, it helps you be a better person.
Be the
next person. No, that's all I was gonna say.
Yeah, I was just gonna say I battle, anxiety every now and then, but as well, and like you said, I definitely I do go and sit and talk with a counselor, to this day, because it I'm telling you, man, like you said, it was the best. It just balances your mind, man. Because we have to have a balance. And you feel so much better as a person after you do it. I tell anybody, you're scared to do it, trust me, it's definitely helpful. More helpful than hurtful.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, we just gotta get, us as black men, we need to put our egos to the side, man, and we need to take care of this daddy issues and mother issues, because people don't realize if you got issues with them two people growing up, that's gonna reflect on your relationship and how you raise your kids. And I know quite a few people that got mama issues that's men, and they can't get it right with women. They can't get it right.
Now, what's mama issues? What you mean by mama issues?
Okay, so if a woman has dealt with a mama's boy, it could be to an extreme to where the mother can kind of guilt trip you, to where it'll almost be like she should be your woman, to where now you find yourself taking care of your mama and your girl.
Okay, I get
And then now you're trying to move your mama in because she keep guilt tripping you because she can't get a man.
Right.
Or you got the mama's boys that love their mama dearly, but they love their girlfriend too. It's like, mama, you grown, you raised me, I'm with her. This is who I'm gonna be with. That's more like how I am. My mom respects me for that. You know, I love my mom dearly. I spoil my mom, but this is who gets the $900 shoes, not you.
Yeah.
I think we all fucking are mama's boys to an extent.
Yeah.
Man.
I've said it a number of times. I'm definitely a mama's boy, but like you said, I'm definitely, you know, excuse me.
Oh, fuck you.
Swallow the damn June bug.
I'm definitely a mama's
still in
boy,
your throat?
but I don't splurge on my mama like I do, you
See
know,
what I'm
my lady or
saying?
whatever.
You get
So,
mothers that think you're supposed to do that for them too.
yeah.
Like they'll see like, she got a $300 bracelet. She thinks she's supposed to get one. Nah, forget this $100.
But she gonna do what she do, mama.
Right.
You gonna do what she do?
Right, your man's supposed to be doing that, not me. I'm not your man. And you know that's where a lot of the mama's boys get this shit confused. That like that's not your woman, that's your mother, and she'll guilt you. Well, I raised you, and then my mom don't do none of that. You know, my mom like she happy for me because she seen what I went through. You know, so that helps me out with the girl I'm with. You get guys around her that don't get along with their mom, got a broken home. They go treat their woman like shit, man. Because they don't know how to, they don't care about their mom. Like, if my mom told me some dude was beating on her, I would fly to Texas today and go and find this dude. You know, so that's how I feel about any woman that's in my life. Whether she got daughters or whatever. I'm not no fighting type, but if you fuck with my mom or any woman in my family, I will lose my mind. Like, don't touch them, leave them alone. So that's just how I am with women in my life.
That's what's up. You got a poem tonight, Los?
Oh yeah.
You ain't had one of these in like
A couple weeks.
6 months.
Yeah, in a couple of weeks. It might have been 2 years, something like that. As sexy as can be, beauty on the outside as well as within. Finally, you've noticed me, and we've become one, so my life can begin. Things getting so crazy. I gotta do something strange for a quarter tank of gas. Hold on, baby. Is that mine or yours? Cause somebody breath smell like ass. She don't wanna wash my drawers. Talking about I'm too grown to be having streaks. The other day I saw your panties on the floor. You need to practice what you preach. But whatever. I try better to wipe my ass. You give me some better tissue. Let's keep celebrating National Heritage Month and stop making race an issue.
There you go, Los.
There you go.
I forgot to introduce you properly. You ain't been to Los's Lounge in forever, man. That was Los's Lounge, by the way.
Man.
We didn't even turn down the lights because it's been so long.
Man, women don't understand, man. It don't matter what you do, we're gonna have a streak or two in our drawers. It's the sack that be down there that be rubbing against it, man. There's nothing you can do. You know, they don't understand.
It's the sweaty balls.
Right, that's what it is.
It's ass, but it's just the dirt from the ball.
If I get out the shower right now and all three of y'all took me and threw me on the bed, by the time I put my drawers on, they're gonna have streaks in them. It's just how it is.
All three of us ain't carrying you well. I'm not gonna speak for you. I'm not gonna speak for the other two people. I'm gonna speak for myself. I ain't carrying you naked to the bed. Hey.
Damn, D, you can't be a team player, man. We've known this brother 20 something plus years, man. Damn.
Hey, there's two of y'all here other than me, so y'all can do it, man.
Damn, man. See, now you see what I'm talking about with you, man. You ain't helpful, man. You act like you don't care.
Hey, man, let's get to this would you rather, man. All right, man. This one was on the fly, man. So this one might be a little soft, Los. Would you rather get your teeth pulled without any drugs, no Novocaine, no numbing, or no nothing? Or eat a plate of baby shit?
Damn, because you know them two. No,
that's all
the guest gotta go
guest
first.
gotta go
Hold on.
first. That's
Yeah,
all.
the guest, because I
That's
got
all
to
LJ first.
I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I would rather eat the baby shit, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because babies is eating all natural shit. It ain't potent like ours, you know. Like if a baby pee in your face right now, that's not all baby pee on. You know, like let you pee on my face. You got all kind of shit.
Somebody burn.
Yeah, it's gonna burn. It's gonna burn. I would probably rather eat the baby shit because it ain't nothing in it. You know.
LJ, baby shit stinks.
That shit still stinks.
That shit stink like hell,
Bruh,
man.
let me tell you something, man. I think the worst pain you go through is some fucking teeth, man.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, fucking give me the baby shit. But how much baby shit is it though?
A plate.
Like a
Yeah,
Sunday dinner plate?
Yeah. Like you got your greens, your potatoes, and your shit.
Damn.
So you making it a meal, huh? You gotta make it a meal. And you know, normally we eat, 2 or 3, things at a time. Damn.
God, man.
2 or 3 baby shits at a time.
Woo!
Man.
So you
You
still
sold on
going
the baby shit.
the baby shit, huh?
I would probably rather do that, dog, than get my fucking tooth pulled out, man. Especially like the molars in the back. Man, that's where the nerves at.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
Well, I ain't never had, I done had dental work, but I ain't never had no pulls, so I don't know just how bad that is, but
Have you had a
I
toothache?
know, yeah,
There you go.
but I know,
Multiply that by 30.
that I know that baby shit smell bad as hell, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to get that tooth pulled. I'm not eating no plate of baby shit. I can't do that. I don't like eating
Not
nothing
even a half plate?
nasty. Nah, man, I can't do this shit. I gotta take that pain. And I hate pain, but I don't know about that baby shit. What you doing, D?
Oh, I'm definitely eating that plate of baby shit.
Damn.
If to not pull that tooth, I ask for some more.
Yeah.
You want seconds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all some nasty motherfuckers,
That
man.
motherfucking shit hurt, man.
Fuck yeah, man.
Los, they numbed me up one time and gave me laughing gas, and I still felt that shit.
Can you imagine eating baby shit and how you gonna get it off your breath?
I can't imagine eating baby shit, but I can imagine getting my tooth pulled without no fucking drugs,
I felt
no
that.
Novocaine.
I felt that.
I know what that feels like.
I know you better not. You don't even call me. No, we ain't recording for a couple of weeks. Don't even call me. You got baby shit on your
But
breath.
it's
How you
natural,
think your
man.
breath gonna smell if somebody fucking pull that tooth?
But it's natural, man. It's almost like a fucking elephant or something, man. Elephants got like a bunch of peanuts in their shit, man. So you can actually dig the peanuts out of their shit and eat it.
I mean, I wouldn't recommend it.
I wouldn't recommend it either, but if you need to survive, it's in there.
'Cause I've seen elephant shit on
I mean, they zoo, but we can't compare baby shit to elephant. Elephant shit is huge as hell. Elephant shit be big as my head.
and that shit come out solid. They don't even splatter when it come out the ass. Just,
They don't let you know nothing. It just come out too, man.
Hey man, I'm glad you came through, man. I'm really glad you came
Definitely
on today.
appreciate it, bro. Definitely.
Yeah, don't nobody usually invite me on shit, man, because, the shit I be talking about, man, people, when you talk different than everybody else or look different, the first word they call you is crazy. And, a lot of people I don't hang around, man. They don't even want me around because I talk about crazy shit according to them.
Yeah, this is
Hey.
funny. If y'all follow him on Facebook, dude, the funny dude. He be having some funny shit on Facebook,
Yeah,
yeah.
man.
Yeah, you can. Hey, once you come on the show once, you always open to come on again, man. You
Yeah,
got my number.
man.
You know how to reach me.
Bet.
You see how quick this turnaround was? You hit me up yesterday?
Yeah, no, yep.
Saturday? Or?
Yep. One of them days, man. But I mean, like I said, man, I just talk about different stuff, man, like real life shit like that, and people don't want to talk about that. Like, they don't want to talk about mental illness. They're like, oh, you crazy. I'm like, it's the truth.
We'll talk about that shit all day.
And it's something that needs to be,
Talked about and addressed.
took care of, yeah.
Yeah, it has to. You have to go see counseling, man, in order to, make yourself out of a better man, woman, or have a better relationship with your woman or kids. You gotta see shit. Take everybody. Shit, take everybody. to
The whole
counseling.
family, yeah.
Take the whole fucking family, man. Let them tell you crazy instead of somebody else self-diagnose you. I'd rather a therapist be like, you know what, you crazy, man.
That's what's up, man.
So like I said, man, I just try to, as I got older, I try to stay positive, man, and keep my cool, man, because I'm like, these people nowadays is just trying to change the blueprint of how life's supposed to be or how it should go. That's why everybody having problems, man. They changed the blueprint. The blueprint has been changed.
Well, you keep that positive outlook, man.
Yeah.
And that again concludes another episode of We Post Up the Podcast. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and stay posted up.
Holla.